hyperLativ, the Norwegian gamer. Hi guys, hyperLativ here, the Norwegian gamer. And this is some defensive rush for you guys. Um, right in this clip, I pistol whip. I I actually have a really high KD, but it's mostly because the attacking team, they weren't too competent, I guess, and we managed to kind of trap them in some of the bottlenecks of this map, which is Grand Bazaar, if you haven't noticed. And I really think that this clip kind of shows some of the problems with the enclosed close quarters maps in Battlefield 3, because it really goes to show how these kind of enclosed maps don't really work for Rush, and that they too easily bottleneck people when there are this many players on the map. Especially when you're 16 versus 16 on the computer or on the PC side of things. You know, with 16 players on these constricted maps, you have enough players to kind of hold all of the different entry points and kind of hold down all the attacking routes, I guess. So that means that if you're gonna win, you have to play against people who aren't that competent, and you have to have a pretty good team. And that's not always the case. And even though you might be pushing up and you might be doing fairly well, the fact that the rest of your team can't help you out will really draw you back and probably make you lose. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I'm the best player in the world, by no means. I mean, I have some pretty good rounds and I have some pretty horrible rounds. But it really depends a lot on the team, on each individual teammate, how the rest of the team is doing. Because if you're playing with, especially with squad mates, there are that match your kind of playstyle and do do good work, you'll be able to play better too, because they will be able to support you and they will be able to help you out when you need it, and you can rely on them and therefore do a better job. So by all means, that what Battlefield is all about, teamwork and playing together as a group instead of just individual and not lone wolf the game. But the problem is that's not what happens, especially not on PC, where there isn't, a proper way to communicate with your squad unless they are someone you know and you've created either a party with them through battle log or has some other means of communicating like Skype or Mumble or TeamSpeak, or pick your choice. So I really think that these maps kind of show some lack in game design, I guess. And what I was really hoping for is more of the open maps, more of the more battlefieldy maps, which is kind of highlighted in, like what's it called, Caspian Border, perhaps, or maps like Kargan Island, Terran Highway. Well, not. Well, to some extent, Terran Highway. It's one of the better maps that actually works, even though it's kind of close quarters. Although I can't talk too much about it because I haven't played it that much in Rush. But what I've played is actually quite fun, because there are proper flanking routes. There are like wide flanking routes. You can run forever and get in behind them and kind of work your way from their spawn and forwards or backwards, or whatever you want, way you look at it. But anyways, you can work your way from the back of their spawn and towards the different Rush objectives, and that way be able to take out people that lag behind, snipers, that kind of people, and then be able to turn their attention from the front line to kind of where they spawn, and that way getting either shot back by you or your teammates that are attacking from the front, and your teammates will be able to either plant, or you'll be able to plant because the other team is not paying attention. So that's a strategy that doesn't really work on this map. Now, it's not the worst. I mean, we can all agree that Operation Metro is probably the worst map in the game, and it has some serious flaws in both Rush and especially Conquest, where it's just a in Conquest it's just a battle for the middle. So, as I said, guys, this match just really shows how you can really dominate a team if the odds are in your favor, as they say. So I can see that the gameplay is coming to a very quick end here. As you can see, after this cleanup, they only have 8 tickets left. So we end up pushing towards their spawn again, which I've already been visiting for a few times. And I take up these two guys. They have 5 tickets left. I take out one or two more guys, get some assists, and we end up winning. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you kind of see my points here, and I'm really hoping that the new maps are better. And I'm really looking forward to back to Karkand, which will have some of the Battlefield 2 maps, which are really good. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Snakkes.
24 av 5.
Nice.